Hello guys, how are you doing today? This is Renegades React, and today we are going to be looking at a video that was suggested by Miss Wyndham here. This is Holiday with RoDieFie.
RoDieFie.
RoDieFie. Oh, RoDieFie. I was going to say, this is from the thumbnail and from the look of it, this is kind of a PewDiePie thing, I guess. I don't know.
You'll see.
So... I guess we'll see here in just a second, but right now, let me check on something. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Had to make sure we were still recording because I made that mistake last time and we weren't able to do it. We weren't able to do a reaction. Anyway, all right, so we've got this queued up here. Let's give it a watch.
Holiday with RoDieFie.
Hello everybody, my name is RoDieFie and welcome to Holiday with RoDieFie. And today we're going to do RoDieFie Productions. And before we begin, I would like to say, don't be silent anymore, okay? Be the best garden broccoli that you could ever be before. So let's begin.
Let begins?
Rap a song with a citrus fruit.
Alright guys, I got a citrus fruit, so
That's a lie.
I would like to rap God songs. So let's get started. Rap God, all the people from the front to the left, God, they don't know who think that we rap.
And then he
he licked the
What the fuck?
Kid, language.
I cannot do this, guy. Stop that.
RoDieFie Productions. Eat a banana like no one sees and then look at the camera to twerk.
What?
Song bitches.
Oh, that's what he was doing earlier on. That's not twerking. Oh.
Better than I can do.
RoDieFie Productions.
Better than I
Lift
can
your
do.
shoulders and laugh at the same time.
I can do it.
RoDieFie Productions. What would you do when you live with your best person?
What?
Where are you going right now, Crash?
I have to leave because I think
Bucktooth
not
banana.
good.
That you only meant well, 'cause you did what you say.
Wow. It has been a long time since I've heard that used on the internet.
Do origami. Hey, I got a paper, so I'm going to do origamis. I just want to make a paper plant. Hey, we got it.
Paper plane.
Son of a bitch.
Language kid.
RoDieFie Productions. What maybe? RoDieFie Productions. Dance single lady by yourself.
All the single ladies, all
What?
the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the
His
single
face, I
ladies,
love it.
all the single ladies. Now put your hands up.
Same look
In
on
the
the
club,
face.
who just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. You decide.
RoDieFie Productions.
Jesus.
Crawl like a worm and become a butterfly.
I am a butterfly.
Really, nigga?
RoDieFie Productions.
Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Do everything. Stay fabulous. Peace.
What?
What just happened?
What? What?
We're gonna start getting requests like this. And I'm not doing that.
Yay.
That's okay, we'll make Ben do it.
What the hell? Jeez. Oh my God.
I'm 26-year-old and I don't have a mouth on me like that kid.
Yeah, language, kid. Jeez. I was gonna say, if I spoke like that in front of either of my parents,
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't hear me.
But
doing
I'm pretty
nothing but,
I'm pretty sure English is. It doesn't seem like English is his first language.
Right.
No,
And a lot of the times when English is not your first language, you don't understand
Right.
like the severity of
Sure.
what words mean.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, it's like Eddie Murphy. He said he met one of his African fans for the first time. He's like, Eddie Murphy, F you.
And he's like,
Oh man.
I guarantee you one of us is gonna come up to us like, Nathan Hamilton, F you.
please
like,
do.
It's
That'd
just
be
like,
amazing.
wow. It's just like, we like travel to Europe and like on a world tour and everything. And it's just like, hello there, Nathan, F you.
I still, his little hands freaking me out because instead of like this, it's like,
Backwards.
Yeah.
He's going.
It's like that. It's like the grip. I don't know. It's strange we can see ourselves here like, ooh. Jeez.
I love him so much. Like his face.
he's very charismatic.
I know.
Yeah, he's got good
I
charisma.
love him. And the thing is he has 46 subscribers.
Yeah,
I think he could get more.
I think so as well. It's just I think a lot of people see the comparisons to PewDiePie in terms of the thumbnail, because PewDie's thumbnail is a bro fist,
Yeah.
which I'm sorry, Pewds, but bro fist sounds like a gay porn. I'm sorry.
I don't think he realizes that. Has anybody? I'm just curious as to the people that end up watching this. Has anybody ever like commented that in any of PewDiePie's like videos?
I'm sure they've done it extensively.
I don't know. I mean, honestly,
I mean, maybe
bro
not.
fist everyone. It's like I don't want to bro fist with you, bro. Like no, I'm good, Pewds.
But I mean,
I'm pretty
you
sure
know.
criticisms can't reach him behind all the piles of money he's made.
It's true, and also a lot of times if you like, he goes through comments or has people go through comments and they delete things that they don't like.
Yeah, he has moderators. I know that. But one thing I hear like some people say is like, "Oh my gosh, he's the greatest person ever. He gives to charity relentlessly." And I'm like, you know why he does that? Because it's a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. A lot of people donate to charity. It's just like a lot of
you can
donate to charity, and it's like, hey, big tax write-off because it's a donation. And
Yeah, but it doesn't
Well,
mean that you're not a good person.
no, it's just everybody thinks like he's like YouTube God.
Oh, because he gives to charity. If you guys look, there's tons of YouTubers that give to charity, though.
Well, it's important to note that
There's
anytime we
tons.
talk about taxation, it's worth noting that taxation is theft. Just saying.
Nah, the anarcho-capitalist.
So
has
he's
revealed
gonna
himself.
keep working after he retires because he's not gonna be able to dip into Social Security because he doesn't believe in taxation, right?
Taxation is theft.
So
I don't
he's
believe
gonna keep working until he dies.
Here's the kind of
I
taxation.
don't believe in robbing people.
Well, here's the kind of taxation I believe in. Truth is, I think whatever you work, you get 100% of that. No taxes taken out or anything like that. The only thing that you are taxed on is like stuff that you buy, and that's it. Like state taxes and federal taxes. Why not have everything to be taxed like that, and not take money out of people's paychecks that, truth be told, they've earned?
Because it's theft.
Well, okay.
I'm just enjoying listening to this. It's just making my mind go like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's making me
You
think.
can hear the cogs like just meshing and.
Nope. The more people I get to Google that, it's a good day.
Okay.
And
Well,
the more people that he gets on the same watch list that he's on,
Yeah.
then
I was
he
gonna
knows
say,
that he has his
I'm sure
army.
a lot of people out there are
He-
affirmative
he-
with Ron Swanson.
he has-
this is Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
I
He
was
knows
gonna
that he has his army to lead to, like,
That's the thing,
come
though,
up with
is
a
that Ron
society.
Swanson, he's only philosophical. He's not practical because he does in fact work for the government.
Well, he does. Well,
That's
as he
true.
puts it, if I can dive deeper into the belly of the beast to cut out more fat here in the government sector, I will do so. I will deny people their loans. I will do everything in my power to make sure the government has the least amount of power as possible. I was gonna say, I agree with him in terms of that. If that, you dive deeper into the belly of the beast. It's just that I don't think he anticipated like making friends
Oh, he didn't. I
any
mean,
of
that's
the
kind
people.
of the point.
Yeah, with Leslie and
That's kind of the point.
April.
Oh, I'm Leslie, by the way. Like all
You're Leslie Knope?
all personality. Everybody that I've met, they tell
Wow.
me that I'm Leslie.
Leslie Nope.
No wonder you two get along so well. Because Leslie
Exactly.
Knope and Ron Swanson.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, they're polar opposites in a lot of ways, but they get along famously.
All the bacon in her purse, I ate it.
And now I hate
No,
everything.
but seriously, I really like to give people presents. And I'll like spend a lot of money on people to give them presents, and I go like over the top. And I really like to organize, and I'm positive like all the time, and I try to motivate people. Like I'm literally Leslie Knope. People tell me
I
that.
wonder who I would be in that spectrum.
You might be a combination.
Who's the little Indian guy?
Oh God,
Tom?
You're
Where
gonna
he-
make me
he's-
Tom?
He starts.
Tom.
where he-
Ron
where
Swanson.
He starts that crazy business, and he's like, "What was that
That's
episode?"
true.
Takes off out of nowhere. Oh my God.
Yes, you're Tom.
Right?
Oh.
He's Tom.
Oh gosh. By the way, feathers not dots. I was gonna say it's
That's awful.
what? Hey, I'm Native American, honey. I ain't
That's a good
Indian.
point. I thought you were just saying in general you prefer that,
No.
and I was like, that's not nice.
no. I'm
He
feathers not
is
dots.
okay. He is. Yeah,
I
that's right.
am. I
He
am.
is-
My
he is
grandfather.
Native
My
American.
grandfather on my dad's side. Yeah. So, although I don't really identify, I don't claim, I'm part of a tribe or anything. But it's just like, oh, nice to know. Hey, but
That's why I was like, that's not nice.
well,
I get what you're saying now.
no. But
I get it. I get it. At first I was like,
so yeah, we've got Ron, Leslie, and I can't believe it. I was going to say
Yay!
I could see Micah roaming the hills of Scotland, drinking Lagavulin, just be like, all my life I have avoided Europe and its multitudes of terribleness, but I found solace here, in an otherwise docile land of stupidity, these tiny islands off the coast of Scotland, where God's chosen elixirs are brewed for the consumption of man. And it's just, it's like, this here is worth the trip. It's just like it's like a greeting card for Scotland.
I would like to go to Scotland.
Me too.
I would too. I'd like to.
I want to go to Ireland too.
Well,
See
I'd
my
like to roam the
people.
British Isles. I'd like to go. Start in Southern Ireland, go up to Northern Ireland, take the ferry over to Scotland, to Aberdeen, and then go down through Glasgow, and then visit Wales and England. I mean, it's just so much to explore, and all on those little islands out just off the coast of France, which is amazing to me.
Also, I'm gonna have to find a chick in a lake and take a sword from her and give it to my brother, so he can
'Cause he-
finally use his first name.
Really? That's his first name? Wow. I did not know that.
Arthur.
I did not know that.
The
Holy
only,
crap.
the only time he would ever concede to use it is if he becomes king of the Britons. Yes.
Because he doesn't want to be an aardvark.
Well, Arthur. Oh, gosh.
Yep.
It's just like everyone named Doug.
Yeah. Well, whenever I think Arthur, I go, and I say, hey, what a wonderful time of day. You can learn to work and play. Get
Wow.
along with each other. We need to sing that to him next time.
Yeah.
I don't think he would get the reference.
Oh, yeah. This is Caleb we're talking about.
Also, he's a robot, so he doesn't really have feelings, so you can't really pick on him.
Well, he
And
there's
I
certain
said,
points
"Hey."
where he does emote, and when he does, it's hilarious. It's just like the time from that Cinema Sins video where it's just like I'm naming off all the bad stuff, the perceived bad stuff that everyone's been pointing out in the comment section, and all of a sudden, like, he rolls off a gem. It's just like oh, this and that, blah blah blah. And Nate takes all the credit and is a complete and total jerk, and the other guys are much more talented and have and all have degrees to back up their talents and everything. And then Caleb just goes, "Oh, so you been getting my messages?" It's just like, and Ben died. Ben rolled over on his side, just cracking up.
I like it too, where like the viewers and stuff, they comment about how they notice if he's made a face, but then if he realizes he's making a face, he goes back to being stoic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are some of my favorite comments.
He
When
was-
people are like, he smiled at
He
minutes
he
in.
saves it up, and when it comes out, like when the top pops off, it's complete savagery.
There's like in some videos I've seen him go like, oh.
Yeah. That's what he
It's-
does. And then you guys find, I love it. Keep doing it, y'all. Whenever you like watch him and then say
Yeah.
when you see him like
It's like
let it slip.
It's like the
Caleb
gosh,
watched
what was that?
2016.
What was that movie? It was like shoot, it was like this. It was a robot movie, and this man was he was getting senile, but they were trying to find activities that would like help him kind of keep with it, and they got him a little robot. But he used to be a cat burglar, and so he would have the robot like break into stuff with him.
What?
But like the robot, as it started to learn, they became friends. That's Caleb. He's like the robot that helps
Wow.
people steal stuff.
Are you
Gosh,
the cat burglar?
What was that movie?
You the old
What
you
is
the
the
old
name?
man
I am
cat
the old man.
burglar.
It had Liv Tyler was the daughter, and crap, I can't remember the main guy in it now.
Oh,
It was such a good movie.
wait a oh.
But he's like the little robot.
too. Damn it.
It was a really good movie though, and it was actually there was a person. They had this little girl that was a stunt woman inside the robot suit, and it was fantastic because I never
Wow.
would have guessed that like there was a person in there. Yeah, it was a really good movie. Crap.
Unbelievable.
I have to I'm sure the comments
Yeah,
will
I'll
they'll
have
be like,
to look
yeah,
that
it's
up, dude,
Yeah,
because that's
find
an
it,
interesting
guys.
concept. And I was just like, wow.
it was such a good movie. Yeah, it was really fun.
I know what movie you're talking about
Yeah.
too. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
You
I
know
just
what?
can't
You know what
place it.
movie? There was like this movie that I kept seeing like not clips from, but I kept remembering things from. And I remembered watching it when I was a little girl, and it was like this animated thing, and I couldn't remember what it was, but I remembered the face of like the villain, and I remembered that the girl was like tiny, and I couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden one day I'm just on YouTube, and I look over like at the side at the little thumbnails, and I see the face of the scary thing, and I found it
was like
after
Thumbelina or
years.
something?
What was it?
Yes,
Thumbelina?
Was it the there was kind of Thumbelina? It might have been like the anime Thumbelina.
Oh,
There was an animated movie.
No. It wasn't the Thumbelina with like the little French bird where he's like, "You will
Oh.
follow your heart." No, this one was it It was like a Thumbelina, The Magical Adventures of Thumbelina or something. See if it's on.
Secret Life of Arietti?
No.
No.
No. This was years ago.
Oh.
Years ago.
Oh, yeah,
when
this
I
is
was
when you were
little.
like a little girl.
This was like 90s when I was little. No, like you can YouTube it. It was
What?
like Magical Adventures of Thumbelina or something.
Magical Adventures of Thumbelina.
Pumbelina.
Of
It was like Thumbelina or of Thumb. Magical Adventures of Thumb. And then
dang
you
it.
got Tom Thumb. Was it Thumbelina? It was like someone that's tiny. It was like a Thumbelina meets Alice in Wonderland.
Thumbelina, the Magical
Magic
Yes,
Story?
the magical story.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that. And it was like really creepy. Thumbelina, the magical story. I wonder if you can find the villain for that. It was like really scary.
Well, I was going to say there's one movie I watched when I was a kid. I watched it with my sister.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one part in it that scared the absolute life out of me. It was Little Nemo.
It was like Nemo. Was it Wonderland? It's not Wonderland.
Slumberland.
Slumberland. Yeah.
Yeah. There was one part in it. It's when the king gets taken by
and
the
they
darkness.
take his like scepter and it's like.
Yeah, and he gets like eaten by. I was just like, holy crap! As a kid, I was just
Find
like,
it. See if you can find that clip.
oh my gosh.
Let's confront your fears.
No.
Confront your fears.
I've already conquered it.
Confront your fears.
The Nightmare King. That's the name. That's the name of it. Here it is. Let's see.
1989. That was a good year.
Of course it was. It was the year I turned 1.
Oh, that's
Oh,
when
there's Flip.
when my sister was born.
That's Flip, voiced by Mickey Rooney in the English dub.
Cool.
Let's see.
I was like,
The frog. He's like, I'm a fire in my laser. Sorry.
Are they singing?
No, he's just like, no. Actually, they're like going woohoo, and the frog's just on the front going wah, like no other noise.
Little goats.
I remember like seeing this and like my imagination running wild and everything.
oh, I loved it.
But at the same time, when you're an adult and you hear the story and everything, you're like, this doesn't make a lot of sense. But the animation, I
And
think
did they like want him to like marry the princess?
they
or
wanted him to be
something?
they wanted him to be like her
the prince.
and be her permanent play buddy and
Yeah.
eventually an eventual suitor.
Yeah,
And like right here,
and this was like the nightmare. Yeah,
yeah, this scene right here. Yeah, like right there, seeing that, it was just like, holy crap, that thing can reach.
But when they
anywhere.
took everybody and it was all upside down, like not upside down, it was underground.
Yeah,
that was the scary.
Is that Father Christmas?
No, that's the
that's
king.
who they based him off of, the original source material. But that's the I forget the name now. You see, like everyone's trying to warn him, and yeah, right here.
Oh gosh, it's like some straight up H.P. Lovecraft stuff.
And he's like, Nemo, the scepter.
And he's like, pajamas.
Kazama, pajama.
Yeah.
And just, the scepter, Nemo, the scepter.
He's trying.
Yeah, he's trying to get it to him, but everyone's just running away, scared, and then gone.
Yep. I remember that.
Jeez. This as a kid scared the life out of me. And it's just,
it was pretty intense.
Yeah. And then when everyone found out that Nemo was the one who accidentally released the Nightmare King, they all were like standing over him and staring at him and everything, and then he wakes up. Because every time he enters Slumberland, he's like, it's like a dream within a dream. There's always 2 dream layers. You know, he always wakes up in the second layer, and he progresses deeper into the third. And every time something happens, he wakes up again in the second layer. And then when he finally wakes up from the second layer and the first layer, he's back in the real world. It's strange. It's a very strange movie, and
I remember loving it though.
I did too.
Yeah,
I did too. And I was gonna say just reminiscing about stuff like this is what makes everything worthwhile. I mean, honestly, looking back in life, I mean, it's always good to be nostalgic and remember the past. It's important not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like, oh.
I like to go back sometimes.
The feels.
Yeah, I like to go back sometimes. Okay, who has watched Fuller House?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't.
Actually,
I think my sister has.
Caleb has watched some of it, surprisingly.
I watched it. Not all of it, but I watched it. And while there's like nostalgia and stuff, honestly, personally, and I'm sorry people, but I don't think it's that good. I mean, Full House isn't even necessarily that good of a show. It's just, it was our childhood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we just fell in love with these characters. But honestly, I feel like they tried to build off the spin-off off of characters that weren't that strong of characters to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Stephanie wasn't a strong character. She was kind of just goody two-shoes person, and now she's spun off, and they're trying to build on a character that's not even. Yeah, DJ was just a goody two-shoes.
You see, and they're all one-dimensional in a lot of ways. But when you're trying to portray kids on TV shows, it's easier to write them as such.
Exactly.
Because they'll always wind up in certain situations that the adult is able to resolve. But beyond that, if the person does not grow and get other parts added onto their personality, nothing changes.
And I just don't think there was enough for that. But then they're trying to make an entire show out of characters that weren't even that well developed.
Yeah.
And so, like there's parts that are okay, and this is something that I'm noticing too, and I'm really hoping that we're going away from this, but it's hard for me to find female comedians that I like. It's hard for me to find like women that are funny, because for so long I feel like women were told that they weren't funny, or they were afraid of making fools of themselves.
I got one for you. This is probably the best punchline I've ever heard in my entire life.
Why don't we have more women as guests on QI? You may well ask.
Oh, I know this. No. So female. No, after you.
This is the first time they had 2 women on this show.
Is it because women are just not funny? Yeah.
No, that's right. But we're good at other things. We're good at raising kittens and knitting cakes.
Yeah.
What?
I've heard this a lot. I've heard that women aren't funny, and I think there's a truth in this. I think that there is a scientific, possibly, relationship between a sense of humour and the male sex organ.
People are always laughing at mine.
Yeah, well, they are.
Shut up, baby. Shut up, Adam. Shut up.
It's true. I don't think a lot of women have a sense of humor.
That people always say there aren't as many female comedians as there are men, because you know what? There are loads of female comedians. It's just that we just don't see them because they're systematically rounded up and kept in a pen just outside Harwich. Yes, Harwich. But you can go and see them, and you can adopt them online. You can go and you can visit them, and you can feed them lines, and you might get a joke back sometimes. And then sometimes some of them escape, and they disguise themselves as male comedians. But you can always tell which ones the male comedians are, the ones with the beards. Just like Life of Brian.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey.
A woman.
But you know, it's really rare to be allowed to sit next to a female comedian. I don't know what they're worried that our cycles will suddenly synchronise or something.
I'm not. I'm in disguise. I'm Rory Bremner. I'm actually...
Is it because once you get them started, they don't shut up?
Oh my gosh.
But I think it makes a really good point. But I've had so many discussions with people. I noticed that in school, girls were afraid of being stupid and making fools of themselves. So a lot of times they just didn't speak up, even if they were funny people.
Sure.
Yeah.
They didn't speak up. They're afraid to speak up, and it's becoming less prevalent.
Right.
But it makes me sad.
Yeah.
I mean, there might be something to that because I think men aren't as typically men don't have as high social intelligence. Typically, I mean, we're the more biologically expendable by design. So, I mean, there could be something to it. I don't know. I really don't know. I've never really thought about that.
This is another clip.
I really don't want to delve into it because I'm afraid like Tumblr will come after me.
Oh my goodness.
Skip
Well,
Tumblr.
Tumblr can't really. I mean, I guess
Well,
they
dude,
could
skip
come after
Tumblr.
me. But,
Skip Tumblr. A bunch of social justice warriors who think the world has to care about their feelings.
well, you know what? I would rather care about women that can't vote in other countries.
Yeah, I'd rather care about third world actual female
And
problems.
you know what too? Like real female problems. I also would rather care about why more men commit suicide.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. I mean, truth be told, I'm an egalitarian. I mean, honestly, I believe in equality amongst the sexes, amongst the races, amongst everybody, amongst the religions, whether you have a religion or lack thereof. I mean, honestly, everybody has the right to their own opinions, and I'm not going to tell a person how to live their life. But if you do ask me, and I will tell you what I do believe in. But I'm not going to put it out there like so many social justice warriors are willing to do. It's like, I'm a woman and I'm tortured. Women get paid 70 cents on the hour. You know why that is? It's because, let's think about this. Women take less risky jobs. They also have pregnancy leave. A lot of them do. And it's not that there's I mean, honestly, think about this in a capitalist society. If women were forced to be paid 70 cents to the dollar
Wouldn't
of a
they
man,
hire more
they'd
women?
hire more women.
They'd hire more women.
They would. That's
would.
in a capitalist society.
They would hire more
They would take
women.
70 cents on the hour versus $1 on the hour every time. So that logic fails every single time.
Yeah, I'd say honestly, what is frustrating is like I was just in New York City, walking around Manhattan, and it was just me and my sister a lot of the time, and we had to take the subway.
Yeah,
and it's frustrating. I mean, I understand you want to be safe no matter what, but what is frustrating is having to get on the subway and look for another woman to sit next to.
Whole strength in numbers
we have to think like that. I had to think about what outfit I was going to wear that day because I knew that I would be going on the subway. And I had to think about how long my skirt was because I knew that I would be, like walking around and I would be, you know what I mean? And you have to think like that. And I would go, I just got this brand new cute little dress and I didn't want to wear the cute little dress because of all the bad stories that you hear. You know what I mean? Like, it's a shame. It's a shame to have to think that way, to have to protect yourself like that. I mean, I understand that that's part of society and, you're going to come against people that, just aren't nice people, but it's sad to have to think that way. But it's also sad, like I said, that there are higher suicide rates in men and that men feel like they can't express their feelings. And I think it's sad that we have a specific idea of what masculinity is and we force people into that. My thing is not like equality for women. My thing is, I mean, yeah, I want that. I want equality for everybody. My thing is open up options for people to do what they like to do most and for people to be who they want to be. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if we'll ever get there. I feel like the pendulum is going to swing in the direction of possibly, sorry guys, but women having a lot of the power. And then I feel like the pendulum is going to swing back in the opposite direction because we live in a world of pendulum. Because you said we live in chaos.
We do.
And sometimes I heard this. I was talking with my friend and it was awesome. She was talking about how she read this book that chaos often defines us because we define things in their relation to each other. And so for us to understand what not to do, sometimes we have to do the wrong thing.
This is true. Well, then there's the situations where there is no right answer, and no matter what, you are going to have to make a choice, and bad things are going to happen no matter which way you go. That's life, guys. No matter what you choose, there are always consequences. Whether you take action or take no action, there are always consequences. And you can't sit around dawdling half the time because sometimes one decision will have more of a detriment than the other. And you have to make a decision that not everyone's going to be happy with, but it is for the greater good of humanity.
Sounds like the Walking Dead game.
Almost actually. And yeah, it's
you make a decision, and it's like you kill a man, and then the children are scared of you because you kill a man in the woods, and games.
Stuff like that. I mean, that's one thing.
Yeah, I know, I get what you're saying, but that's just what it made me think of.
But you see that life's full of choices, and we have to make choices in order to live because there's never going to be a time where everyone's thinking the exact same way. That's why I say life is chaos. And I mean, honestly, and people say that that order and chaos are two different things, but they're not. I mean, geez, the sooner you accept that, the better.
He's sitting here really quiet.
Well, I think he's just
listening.
No, I systematically avoid conversations like this because no one wants to know what I have to say about anything.
Oh, I'm curious.
I'm curious.
Well, I mean, how long has this video been going on? What did we even watch?
I don't know. I'll probably separate this and do a Renegades rant out of this.
I will recommend this. Probably one of the finest works on the subject of human action is in fact a book called Human Action by Ludwig von Mises, who is kind of the founder of the Austrian School of Economics.
Okay.
Because I mean, to examine any type of human action, you have to examine the praxeology behind it, the human motive. So I highly recommend that.
Okay.
That's really the only place I'm going to go with that.
I might actually read that, yeah.
You can borrow it if you like. I've got it. I just have to go find it on my huge stack of books.
The next time I'm
this
around
guy
here.
reads.
Yeah. I'm going to start recommending books because we can get into some exhaustive conversations.
You've done that before. You've done
good.
recommend
books.
You've recommended different
I like
stuff.
to read. I like books. I've got a lot of books. Go for it. Recommend them.
All right, so before we keep going with this lunacy,
wish we could for forever.
Yeah, we could because we just love talking. We love flapping our gums and hearing our voices. So I'm going to end this real quick. Thank you all for tuning in. If you wish to see more, hit that subscribe button. We put up new videos every day. And until next time, Internet, we will see you later. Peace out.